Moving on to our next story. Now, can you imagine for a second that video gaming is included in your child's school curriculum? Well, some parents fear that playing video games could affect their learning abilities. In our next story, Just Nigeria's Sheun Idowu speaks to experts to understand if these fears are genuine or not. Have a look.
Sometimes when I play games, my mom and dad ask me to take a break from games, which gets me irritated a lot.
For many babies, early introduction to socializing starts in forms of play and games. Either electronic or physical, these activities connect them deeply to a world they are just learning about.
Every time you play a game and you actually win a game, you expect something new, expect something more.
Like many kids in urban centers, Jedediah loves to play electronic games.
I want to be a programmer and an artist. I learned something about those videos that never give up. So when I keep playing, I win eventually.
In one unusual game development contest, he participated and won, but his winning may be unpopular with many parents who see gaming and playing as distractions to children of school age. Their fear is usually tied to how electronic gaming can tank down their children's academic performance.
Gaming is actually seen as a distraction, yes, but why is it actually seen as a distraction? That's because gaming has been alienated from the regular schoolwork and curriculum.
I get them games, but the condition for doing it is that you have to, first of all, do your studies, do your homework, do your revision. When you have time, that is when you will do it.
But how real is this fear? Shanella is the director of UK Interactive Entertainment. She believes learning and playing games should be inseparable activities.
There's been, for example, a 90% increase in interest in careers opportunities within things like the video game sector. There's been a 94% increase in interest in studying computing. Soft skills development has gone up by 74%. If you think about things like communication, team working, problem solving, you know, the benefits of playing games in the classroom are huge and I think frankly undeniable.
In a fast-paced world where digital revolution is pushing the frontiers and creating new academic and professional careers, Bukola, an esports advocate, wants Nigeria to include e-gaming in its academic curriculum. She believes e-gaming is an industry that kids could explore for a lucrative career.
There's so many different areas. So from a career pathway, it is literally the full extent of what you have in STEM education, and those things are also transferable. But outside of that, if you then look at esports as its own vertical, different from video games in terms of development, you have, of course, the players, which we know, and you have teams, you have shoutcasters, you have content creators, and you know, if you do ask your kids, they can name a bunch of different content creators they follow, and I think that is huge.
Perhaps the question to ask is how open are educators, parents, and governments to this idea?
I think gaming and other subjects, that's the curriculum as a whole, should run concurrently. I also believe that games should be taught as a subject.
We can actually select games that will be beneficial, games that we know that will help them to build these skills, you know, to help children pay attention. Some children cannot sit still, but when they sit in front of a game, they are forced to sit down and to, you know, stay with that game for a while. You understand? So it's building some skills, soft skills, and very vital skills that they would need to thrive in their own world.
Opinions are still largely divided among experts about whether esports should be a subject in school or not. But considering that computer games have become a part of our society, some think teaching kids how e-gaming works could open them to a world of technological possibilities.
Children and their games. Still to come here on Just Nigeria from the BBC and Channels Television. Kenyan woman shares a postpartum depression story and the challenges of raising a baby as a deaf mom. We bring you that story and more after the break. Do stay with us.